Welcome to Shusters Building Components, the door zone. I'm Zeke, and this is Todd, and we're here to help you learn how to hang doors. The tools needed for installation on your door: shims, a drill, screws, nails, a little pry bar. We have spray foam, levels, caulking gun, and various installations for which application you want to use. There's a hammer, insulation. The first step in hanging a door is make sure the sill is level and the walls are plumb and square.
The first thing we want to check is your level on your floor. Make sure that it's level. There isn't a crown in the middle, because if there's a crown in the middle, you might have to shim one side or the other to get a better fit. The second step is to check your plumb on your walls. This side is good. This side is good. So you shouldn't have a problem if everything's level and everything's plumb putting your door in. It should go in fairly easy.
Step 2 is checking your unit for width and height, and then checking the opening for width and height.
All right, we're going to measure the width of the unit first. We got 68.5. So we come over to our door jamb opening. We have 69, so we have 1/2 inch clearance. That's what we need. Secondly, we're going to measure the height, which is 82. And our height is 83, so we got 1 inch play. That's good.
Step 3 is removing the protective wood around the top, on the bottom, and most important, the one underneath.
It's not going to stay there. There's one in the middle, is it?
Step 4 is installing the sill pan, which we highly recommend for proper installation. Tools necessary is a hammer, roofing nails, and a construction silicone.
Our first step in this process is to cut your sill pan the correct length, which has already been done. Lay it down in the proper opening, take your corner pieces, fit them in, make sure everything's correct and everything's going to fit. After that, you take your silicone and put it underneath here. So we have to take this back out. You put 2 rows of silicone down. The proper way is one out towards the front, and one towards the back. Okay, you lay your sill pan in the proper position. Then you do your corners. You fit your corner in, press it down firmly, make sure your silicone comes out, and you take your roofing nails. You put one in the front, one in the back. one in the middle. That is your next step. Now we're ready to try the door before we put our silicone on this side of the tray. We want to fit our door in a dry fit to make sure that it's going to fit correctly before we actually start putting screws and so forth in. It's even in there too.
Yep.
Okay, it's going to work. Take it your way. All right, that's good. Put it over there.
Before we install the door, we're going to drill 6 holes, 3 on each side, using this countersink bit number 8.
Our first hole is going to be about 5 inches down. Second hole about the middle. Third hole about 5 inches up. Now we'll do the other side. Now we're going to use the same process we did on the first step. We're going to put 2 rows of silicone on this top layer. Ensuring you cover up the nails with 1 coat. Now we're ready to install the door.
Step 7, we are going to secure the door.
We'll put the screws in lightly so we can make adjustments on the inside. Now the unit's secure, it won't fall out. You can make your adjustments from inside. You do not nail the brick mold until you're entirely finished with your job. Okay, our next step is going to be centering the unit. You always want to start at your bottom. Make sure that you get your unit centered in the opening. We've already checked this side. We got about 3/8. We've already checked that side. We got about 3/8. So now you start your shimming. You take your shims, put the big end in first, and you shim with the skinny end in this side. We do the same thing at the top. Put your big end in first, your skinny end, or your fat end at second. Now we want to go to the other side. We've already shimmed this side on the bottom for center. Put your shim in the top. Check your margins for your reveal. This one looks very good where it sits. So now we can go outside and tighten up our screws outside to secure the unit, which the other guy is going to do now. Now your unit is set and is secure. Your margins are good. You want to check your level, see how we are for level. We can do that on the hinges, and it's right on the money. Now that everything's tight, we're going to cut the shims off. Take a knife, cut them. They break right off. That one come out. Now your unit is secure.
Step 8 is insulating between the door frame and the rough framing.
All right, now we're going to put your insulation above your header. You need a flat bar or a putty knife to do so. And now we're going to do the sides.
Step 9 is installing the drip edge over the top of the door frame. That ensures the water does not get behind the brick mold. Tools needed are silicone, roofing nails, hammer, and the drip edge.
Now we're going to install the drip edge. We have to put a layer of silicone down behind this to ensure no leakage.
Step 10 is securing the brick mold and puttying the holes.
You have numbers 8 nails. You can use 8-penny finishing nails. If you have a Paz loader, it's very easy. You go around and, of course, go all the way down. Okay, to secure this firmly, you might want to make sure you're on the outside edge of this so you have a secure nailing fan. Now we want to putty the holes using a painter's caulk, which is paintable. All you need is a little piece of wood, flat wood. Just go over it very lightly. Scrape off the excess. And your holes are putty. Now you also want to do the same thing on the jamb, your screw holes.
Congratulations, you have successfully installed your entrance door.